Alrighty. So one of the drones ends up going first. It takes a pot shot at Ajax. So it just goes like... so it like hits your avatar, but your avatar just kind of like blocks, like there's like almost like an invisible shield that just kind of deflects the bullet. It's like a laser that shoots out of it, so it just goes... and then with that, it is the mountain's turn.
Yes. Let me see. I will raise a wall in front of us just in case these wolves approach. Just yet.
Yet.
Yet is Russian for yeet.
So a wall kind of pops up between. It's hard. Like it's almost like you took some of the floor and the floor texture just kind of came with it. So it like raises this kind of wall between you. You hear the wolves like smack up against the back of it as they get closer, making like it sounds like really muffled like PS1-esque or maybe even Super Nintendo-esque wolf sounds, like as they hit the wall. Ajax, it is your turn.
I'm going to take my machine gun and shoot the thing that shot at me. What shot at me?
One of the drones that has something done to it.
Yes, I'm going to shoot it back.
Alrighty. Okay, so let me see this guy. That's a dead drone. He dead.
Get it!
Yeah, so that one of them dies. That was drone 2. Just completely shatters again. Still a low-level drone, not super impressive or anything, but it has been hacked to do something. Not entirely sure what. But that one has exploded, so you don't have to worry about whatever that one was going to do.
Awesome.
From there, it is Jason's turn. You have 2 wolves scratching at a wall in front of you, and another drone that's kind of like starting to try and hover over.
There are 2 wolves inside. Well, wolf is new. Drones, meh. Wolf, cool. I'm gonna try to...
Fucking rad.
I am going to hack the bigger wolf.
The big wolf.
You said one was bigger than the other, right?
No, they're both the same size, but that's fine.
I don't care. The bigger wolf.
The bigger wolf. Whichever one is the bigger wolf. They're both literally the same size. No, just kidding. Which one? No. Yeah, you could probably, like, reach your hand through the wall that the mountain made and, like, kind of, like, touch it to hack it. Roll your, hack.
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he probably bit my hand.
Did you get a 1?
That was a failure. Yep.
Oh, okay. So the thing, like, kind of grabs your hand. What SP does your hand have?
Do I still have that bonus from earlier?
No, that was only for that fight.
Okay. Then hand 18.
You are very lucky. That is very good because I just rolled double 6s, but your SP manages to block it. So your SP, your hand takes negative 5 damage to it because you had your SP damaged a little bit. Alrighty, so then that is the end of your turn. So that is Missing Nose' turn.
Can I use my grenade launcher and just lob a grenade up and over the wall?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you hit because they're right behind the wall, so they are very close. Roll your... so which one do you think... Because it has splash damage, so one of those targets takes the brunt of it. The other targets take the splash damage. So roll... which one do you think you hit directly with the grenade?
Hopefully one of the wolves, because I assume
one of the wolves.
Drone
yeah, I mean,
further back.
I imagine it blew up, like landed over the wall and exploded. So that wolf is toast. That's a dead wolf. It exploded. Now roll your damage for the splash damage for the other ones. One of the wolves is wounded, but not dead. The drone is dead. It just kind of as it gets caught in the explosion and everything. But the one wolf is like, part of it is just deleted. And it's just like still, but it still really wants to wreck your shit. And that was Missing No. So Nox, it is your turn.
Okay.
Nox is gonna just kind of peer around the wall, and is gonna point at the ceiling. No, at the wall next to where this wolf is, and is going to move the environment to squish the wolf against the opposite wall.
All right. I don't even think there's a roll for that, is there? Or does
Nope.
Nope?
It's just 4 uses.
So here's what you do. You smush the wall of the wolf against the wall, but it just glitches out of bounds, and you just see it outside, and it's like running in air as it just falls through space. it's just out of the arena and completely gone now.
Just wave at it.
Bye,
Death by
wolf.
misadventure.
But yeah, okay. So you're out of combat now. You're on the 5th floor, I think I said. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Can I move? Can I use that same move to basically like pull the 9th floor down to us,
I want to say you could probably get in
or
an
push us up to the 9th floor?
You can at least get up to the 8th floor using that tactic.
Okay.
It just kind of bypasses the 7th and 6th floor. It's just like.
To do that. just be like seeing that Jason's about to do something, and then I just like hold up a finger and then nod knowingly, and then just go like just raise my hands up, and we just.
So you're on.
Yes, these were the hypothetical cyber stairs like you promised.
I do want to say using that to do that probably gets rid of your move environment skill for the
I
rest of the
figured.
session, but that's.
Yeah, I
I
figured.
mean, that's a great way to use it, though. You basically just glitched everybody
Yeah,
through
that was-
boundaries.
Yep. We all have massive headaches, whatever that translates to, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We feel about 3 inches shorter.
So on this floor, there's more memory clusters and data centers and data terminals. You can kind of sense that something is like big on the floor above you. Occasionally through this chaotic code, you can kind of see like the silhouette of something huge on the floor above you. But this floor has terminals and data centers. You can see memory clusters, which are like, if you were to like peer into them, they look like VR meeting rooms. Some of them look like a meeting room. Maybe this Netrunner meets their clients there. Some of them look like almost like an office where like they do homework and research and stuff like that. But if you'd all like to investigate things, I can give you that.
Yeah, are there? I guess I'll find out. Are there any ongoing meetings?
No. You can figure out, hacking the meeting room, that there's like a log of all the meetings. This Netrunner likes to be thorough and keep logs of everything that's said in their space. So what you do find out is that these
Idiot, don't take notes.
Yeah. These meeting rooms, the Netrunner met with their client here, and their client was Sino. And the reason that Sino wanted to meet them was to, they contacted this Netrunner directly. Any notes of who the Netrunner is have been, blotted out to protect the Netrunner's identity, but the clients, they don't really care. If anybody's willing to get this far in, they're just like, they deserve this info, just fuck them. I don't care about my client anymore at this point. Sino hired this Netrunner to spread a virus through Beacon Apartments in an attempt to convince the tenants to leave the building and then kill them off-site in what looked like accidents. Basically to leave the building vacant. So that is what the Netrunner's motive, or I guess you can say job, was, and why they were targeting Beacon Apartments.
Can I investigate massive shape?
Massive shit. So, like, if you get closer to, like, you kind of float your avatar up a little bit between the floors, the 9th floor apparently has what looks like, and you've heard about these are hardcore. It is how do you say this? An Arasaka Saryu unit. A Saryu, if you don't know, is a Japanese dragon. It's like a gigantic azure dragon just blocking the entrance up on that floor. You aren't exactly sure what's up there, but you don't necessarily need to go up there. You might be able to get everything that you need from this floor, as opposed to, like, because the general idea is you're trying to figure out who is attacking you and where they are, so you can, I don't know, maybe go there in real life and kill them or something. But like, so like, if you can get the information that you need for that on this floor, there's no reason to fuck with that. It's a giant goddamn dragon. You just.
Apparently, you have not met the mountain.
I mean,
He
you
licks
can.
his lips and stares upwards. And that is my turn.
I mean, I would love to get up to the 9th floor and say hello to this person in person.
Chasing that dragon.
If we can... I mean, I still have a few uses to just bypass a ceiling.
You could potentially. The other thing about this floor that I probably didn't impress is that you are beyond security measures, so you might be able to ask the same questions and get different answers at this time. At this point, you are now so deep in this data center because it's not necessarily like you're in the same building every single time you go up a floor, and that's in the net. It's more like you're just getting deeper behind enemy lines and behind security measures. So sometimes, like, more information will be available to you if you're this deep in, as opposed to where you were in the beginning. Because now you're behind the Netrunner's defenses pretty deep. But yeah, so you could potentially, though, if you wanted to, break the floor again. And just kind of go through the ceiling and just be like, nope. But there's also a chance that the Netrunner may have defended that floor from things like that, so it is a risk.
I'm going to see if there's any upcoming meetings scheduled.
Upcoming meetings scheduled, there are none. There is a note saying that this Netrunner, it literally just pops in as you're looking. This Netrunner wrote a note to themselves to request a meeting.
Can I fake that? Or let's get technical. I'm going to spoof that I am Sino and having a meeting.
Oh no, this was a message to themselves, not necessarily to like to email to Sino to tell them to do a meeting. It's more like they were just telling themselves, oh, so you want to pretend.
Can I fake a request? Yeah, like.
Oh, yeah, you could try and see what that would do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to schedule a meeting.
Neat. I would roll
Right now.
roll your usual hacking thing.
Oh thank God. I got a 22.
22. Okay, so you attempt to schedule a meeting, and it looks like it's kind of in this perpetual pending cycle, as if the Netrunner has to consider it and accept and stuff like that. So right now it's in pending.
That way I can at least maybe figure out more if he accepts. Well,
Yeah.
he himself redacted himself from everything, so I probably can't get anything more out of his identity.
As far as their identity goes, no. But there are other questions you can get to pursue that.
Can I get his location?
Yes, you can actually. So what you managed to figure out from this deep into the data fortress is the actual address of this building. It is a high-rise so it actually is a tower this time, but it isn't always. It's a specific high-rise in the financial district that's owned by Sino, that Sino likes to lease out to normal people in the financial district. It's a pretty pricey place to live. However, based on some of these back-end records, you also know that Sino likes to put some of their operatives or freelance clients that are of high importance in some of the lofts on this apartment I guess it's kind of an apartment complex. You figure out that the exact location of this person is the 10th floor of this building, and you have the address. It doesn't really have like a name or anything like that. It's just a apartment complex.
How much were they paid for this job?
You can find out that they were paid 100,000 eddies. There's also a
Can't
note.
afford a ghost wire.
There's also there's also a note that was in addition. Like, you can see the actual Eddie's amount, but there's also several notes that have been blotted out as to other incentives for taking the job.
Do we know the incentives?
No, they've been blotted out. Those
Oh.
it seems that the Netrunner hid them deeper in the data fortress.
All right, so we know where they are. We don't know who they are, but we know how much they got paid.
Do we have any kind of like, avatar name?
No.
Like, not their real name, but like a pseudonym.
Nope. They tried to keep that as hidden as humanly possible, as most Netrunners do. It's all about secrecy and backends and loopholes and stuff like that to keep your identity hidden so that you can keep doing it.
Can we
Do I have-
access?
Oh,
we-
go.
Can we access the apartment security and meat space from here?
The apartment security, yes.
So, like, we could potentially hack into the apartment's cameras and maybe see this actual person.
Potentially, yes. Although there is a good chance that, as far as their, unit goes, they've Netrun hacked it so that you can't do that. But you can at least, like, if you were going to go there in real life, you can scope out the place from here for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try and see if we have access to anything in their apartment.
As far as their apartment goes, you don't have anything that it looks like they've blotted out access to literally the top 3 floors above them and the top 3 floors below them and their floor. So they're doing a pretty good job keeping themselves completely hidden. However, you can get access to the lobby to see what security looks like there. Like what the security room looks like and everything like that. They haven't done, they kind of forgot to, I mean, you're deep enough in that the security is breached to get that kind of information, but they managed to lock all that other stuff several floors up.
Gotcha. Okay. What is the security like on this building?
In this building, it seems fairly normal for a building that's full of rich people that some of them might be pretty important. Like, there are armed guards with some pretty hardcore stuff. They're they aren't low-level street guys or freelance solos for sure. These guys have, like, good guns, good armor, but it's not like there's an army of them. It's like, and maybe if you wanted to take time, you can figure out if they have shifts, stuff like that. But yeah, from there you basically have the information that you need if you were gonna try to find them in real life.
Could we shut off power to the building?
From
Not
here?
necessarily now, but
Could
like
we turn on the heat?
Yeah, can we reverse engineer the hack to them?
To a terrible degree. A
Yeah.
terrifying
Oh, that's so much better,
Yeah,
dude.
it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna say
honestly-
you can.
We just turn it
Yeah.
and make it so cold, it's like the Arctic.
Yeah, we're gonna reverse engineer.
That's what I want to try to do.
Yeah, you can.
Just want to crack the fingers.
There's
Like,
I definitely am on board with that idea.
So you go to do that as a funny, thing. That you do see the heat starting to rise in the building via the temperature thing, but unfortunately the building has environmental tech that it knows that if it gets too hot, it starts to lower it down. This isn't connected to a network either. It's just connected to their environmental system. So
It's
unfortunately,
just a well-made building.
yeah, exactly is really what it is. It's to project shit exactly like this. Their environmental systems are just good. As opposed to our shitty environmental systems that were built in a time when we thought it would be great to put them all on the net.
I wanted to look. Can I find out the bank account info for?
Can we void this guy's deposit in the apartment?
or
No,
as
I don't want to
Matthew-
void it. I
as
just want to
Matthew-
take
yeah.
it.
I just
As
wanna
Matthew
take-
pointed out, we should just have just 10,000 pizzas ordered under their name.
You're
and
gonna
have
do
it
the,
delivered to the 10th floor.
the what's it called? What's that show? Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where they just
Yeah.
order a bunch of people and you have to sneak in to ask one of them. Amazing. With that, because we're hitting time, I want to say that you probably chip out of the net because you got the answers that you need. It's getting close to, I want to say you were in there for, time dilation feels kind of weird during the year in there. A lot of people probably actually went up to bed because it's getting kind of late at night now. But as a Netrunner, JSON, you know that you chipped out, you were deep in that data center, and that's a Netrunner data center, so you have a ticking time clock to get to that Netrunner before they move locations. It's December 20, it's now technically December 23rd, because it's past midnight. So when you have that's the timeline you're working with. You want to get there as fast as you can, and that's where we're gonna leave off tonight.
Oh yeah.
December 23rd's Christmas, right?
No.
Fuck.
24th is Christmas Eve.
Well, then it's gonna be a Christmas Eve special.
Yay.
Christmas Eve special. Or either that, or when it's all said and done, if you all survived, you can have a nice Christmas episode.